Well, hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of ETS2 Showcases, and today I'm going to be doing the ETS2 side of the Pinktober 2021, supporting the breast cancer research funds, I guess you could say, that SES Software is doing. Of course, it's kind of annual since at least 2019, so if you haven't picked up the pink ribbon charity packs for both ATS and ETS2, I would highly recommend you do that. It supports a great cause. 100% of the proceeds go towards cancer research organizations, and SES Software do a great job with that. But today I'm going to be driving the DAF XG, the 2021, of course, and we're taking some yogurt from here in Bucharest down to Pleven. That's how I'm going to say it. I have not been on this area of the map at all for ETS2. Really cool area, I have to say. I've always wanted to kind of drive over here, but I've had, for some reason, focused on, well, you can kind of see various other situations here. We have to kind of head up in this area too. But I'm going to explore this area down here. It's not too long of a journey, but why don't we go ahead and get this DAF XG started up and get rolling. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Wednesday or whatever day this video may find you. Hopefully you are doing well. I certainly am. And of course, just enjoying some time doing some trucking and some various other games as well. Obviously, I want to get back into some of the other racing and other simulation stuff. It's just, I've been busy outside of doing YouTube stuff, and of course the ATS and ETS2 side of things definitely keeps me busy, especially with the Prime News situations there. I believe it's actually pretty heavy, with a decent amount of yogurt. I was going to say it's a pretty heavy amount, which I guess works as well. Let's see, 37,000 pounds, if I can actually say it. 37,000 pounds, or just over that. That is a decent amount of yogurt, and of course we're taking the reefer trailer. This is actually one that I had a long time ago. This was actually the one that I did the best community ever event with, and I guess I did the Volvo Globetrotter, I do believe, that hauled it. I reconfigured the trailer and put the nice pink charity ribbon pack, or one of the paint skins that come with it, on the trailer and truck, of course, to match, because why not? It suits it, and the fight continues. That's probably the title of this video. Obviously, this is an amazing charity thing that SES Software has kind of started here in the best community ever. You guys are absolutely amazing. I know every year in and out, people continue to donate and do some amazing things for these charities, and obviously this is something that can be beatable. It's just we need the funds to be able to, well, I say we, the cancer, all those really amazing cancer research organizations and support groups too. It's not just research, it's the support as well. They need some cash to help, help a lot of people. It's a very common thing, unfortunately. And you know what? This is beatable, and everything that we put towards these organizations truly do help, and help a lot of people as well, all across the globe. But besides that, Pinktober 2021 is, as far as I am aware, going very well. The community, of course, responds quite well to it every year, and I'm hoping soon we'll get a blog post talking about how much money you guys have been able to raise, and how much money SES Software... Oh, we're turning left. This thing has good brakes. Not quite enough. Aw, man. That's what happens. Oh, actually, it's very handy. Is it literally just go around the corner and turn left? I think that's what it is. Well, it's like SES Software thought of me when they were creating this part of the map. Prime's going to get talking about something important and then forget to turn. And so we're going to give him an extra road. Thank you, SES Software. I do appreciate it. So let's just go up here. That is actually probably the most handy set of interchanges I've ever encountered in ATS and ETS2. Generally, you have to go a long ways out to try and make your turn. And, well, luckily for me, I just have to go up the road just a tad. So I don't mind that whatsoever. And it's actually kind of a little bit more of a scenic, this little town as well, which actually kind of reminds me about some of the Heart of Russia DLC updates we've been getting. SES Software has definitely been busy putting out, well, I say busy, but they are always busy, but they've been definitely putting out more information on the Heart of Russia DLC. There's been various things from the churches to just other, well, the last one was about food mills and the different industry type coming to ETS2, which is kind of cool. And in general, there's just been a lot of other little updates here and there on it, and you know what, it's looking really great, and it'll be interesting to see exactly how large the DLCs. Well, I do believe, now I'm thinking about it, they specified in a very early blog post when they first launched it about where they'd be going up to. Honestly, I don't really know the geography of Russia amazing, so I'm not 100% sure how far in that is. If anyone can remember where that point is, I believe it was a river or a couple rivers that they said SEO Software stated that they'd be going up against for this DLC. So if you happen to know that, please let me know. Give me a size comparison compared to some of the other ETS2 DLCs that they've been putting in, because that'd be nice to know. Most definitely, because it's always nice to see these new things coming for ETS2, but it's even better when it's actually a decent amount as well, which I'm not going to complain, to be honest with you. So I think this thing should be good on fuel. I'm just thinking about that now because I actually don't know what it would have been left off as. Where's my fuel gauge? Is it 99.9? I hope so. I think it is. I don't know. I couldn't really tell. Where is the fuel gauge on this thing? Oh, fuel at the bottom, 77%. Ah, we're good. We're not going to need it. That's the one thing about the DAF XG. I haven't really paid attention to the fuel that much because I haven't done... I guess I need to keep the indicator on. That's why I did it. Prime. But I haven't done much of a survival... I say survival, but more of a logistics company with it yet. Obviously, Prime Logistics EU, I really need to make a return to that. And on the ATS side, it's been a little bit of a hiatus there. Gotta get back to that. That's kind of a mental note for me. Also, SnowRunner. I actually mentioned that in the Discord a little bit ago when we have some good conversations there. It sometimes get busier, sometimes it's busy, sometimes it's not. But in general, thank you all for hopping, who was all part of that, because it's really nice to have some conversations with you. And I actually do need to apologize to you guys. For those who are watching this video, and I'm sure I'll probably state it on the next ATS video as well, I do need to apologize about the lack of convoys that has been, well, I guess not happening around here. Unfortunately, things have happened, and I just don't have the time to be doing the convoys necessarily. But I do just kind of squeak out enough time to be able to do some of these videos. It's kind of a tight schedule generally, and so I just kind of have to make it work. What? Weight check? Okay, that's kind of interesting. I'll do a weight check. That's fine by me. So do I have to stop on this, or is it up there? Does it say anything here? Okay, I think it's up at the toll booths, which would make sense. Oh, no, your weight is. Okay, so you kind of had to stop there. Okay, so probably weigh you, and then it's then based on... hello? You gonna... Am I not far enough up? Oh, there we go. Checking my documents. I've never done this before. Is this... Oh! This is a border crossing, isn't it? Between, I guess, what, Romania and Bulgaria? I guess that's where we are. Well, that's cool. I didn't think about that. A border crossing. Who knew? I guess some countries have different... Well, I guess some of them are just more tolls, I guess. Yeah, I never thought about that. Gee whiz. That's cool. Something new. I'll take it. I will take it indeed. Car, are you going, or am I speeding? I'm probably speeding. I can get rid of that menu now, which is nice. It's 40 here, so I'd appreciate if you went 40. But this is quite a nice view, isn't it? Like I said, I haven't been over here. Oh, that was really short-lived, because we're on a bridge, so I'm not even going to bother. I'll just go to the exterior view and call it good at that. But... See, I'm learning, people. I'm learning. Like I said at the beginning, I haven't actually gone over to this area at all. I've only seen this area maybe a couple times, I want to say, in a video. Not much, though. Maybe a delivery or two, because whenever then I started doing ETS2 content, I really wanted to just kind of explore it and get some of my reaction to, well, not in a reaction in a sense, to some of these areas. And, ooh, Rus. We've discovered Rus. Well, that would make sense then that we're at the border, because that is the city that is right across the border. Actually, a city that I was contemplating taking a delivery to. I believe it was peanut butter was my other option for this episode today. A little bit of a sneak peek, I guess you could say, behind my decision making, even though it's not much of a sneak peek. It's kind of just that's what it is. Does it matter which side I go to? Probably not. Oh, truck's on this side. Okay, I'm on this side. Oh, big speed bump. X-ray inspection successfully passed. Well, my word! What? These guys are nuts. The border security here is pretty tight. Gee whiz. Everything goes through an X-ray and yada yada yada. My word. This is no joke. We haven't had this in ATS yet. Well, I guess we won't really because of how it is. I guess I should probably be over here kind of where the arrows are or where the GPS takes me. I don't know if it really matters per se, but we'll try and do it because it probably has a route in mind. So there's going to be a toll here. $10. That's actually not bad. Considering you have to pay for all that equipment, the X-rays and stuff. That is kind of unique though. Oh wait, am I going to have to pay again? Or is this... Oh, this is the other side of the border. The documentation check. This is interesting. Okay. Got one going either way. That would make sense. So we're going to go through here. Checking documents again. Hand the guy... Is there Jeff standing there? Oh, there's no Jeff in the thing. That's unfortunate. Where's Jeff? There's got to be a guy. Oh, there he is. There's Jeff. He's over... Or a couple Jeffs. They're over on the other stations. Oh, maybe this guy on the right. There's more Jeffs around now. Okay. I'm all good. As long as I can see some Jeffs, I'm happy. For those who are new, you may be a little concerned or confused. Who is Jeff? Jeff is just kind of an imaginary thing. I do believe that is a squirrel thing. It's squirrel if you're watching this. I'm sorry, I'm kind of knocking it off. I do believe that is a squirrel thing with Jeff. That was something he started way long ago in ETS2 and ATS. I do believe that is actually something that he kind of did. But he is kind of my idol when it comes to simulate. Well, he kind of is. He is my idol when it comes to this stuff, and the only reason why I actually got into simulation gaming. That's where it started for me. So all credit to Squirrel for that one, which is kind of very interesting for me, being able to say that in a way I kind of compete with him, but I don't, because he's kind of like his channel says, the home of simulation, and I'm Prime. But you know what? That's fine. We're growing nice and slow, nice and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. No seed just sprouts out and grows to a full tree in very, very quickly. That was actually something along the lines of quote that a viewer very early on stated to me. That means a lot because it kind of sets my whole vision of this, I guess you could say, or goal into focus here. It's just like a nice, slow, steady, but yet consistent growth. I'm happy, of course, when stuff picks up, but I'd rather put out stuff that I enjoy doing and have you guys kind of slowly accumulate in numbers than have just a massive blow up and then no one ever come back, because then what happens next, right? And so having a nice slow continual evolution of the channel as well. I'm constantly learning. What you guys think also of the new kind of intro thing? I'm finally wrapping up some of the new graphical updates for the channel. This is now here to stay for quite some time. I believe I mentioned it actually on the ATS side of things not too long ago. But I was mainly just not happy with the quality of some of the channel art in general, and of course the transition had been I say past or formal blue transition was actually the very first animation thing I had done for the channel, and I mean it turned out pretty good, but it was nowhere high quality because it was done on the old PC and it wasn't actually rendered at a high resolution and pixels and all that stuff. So I've redone everything really. New high quality background, which is really handy, and then of course some new kind of text, and I've learned more about photo editing and stuff that give the Prime Simulation logo, or the Prime logo really, a little bit of a revamp here. And for those who don't actually know the story behind the Prime logo, I'll probably answer that in the future Q&A, because I am planning a Q&A for that 1,000 subscriber special, because that's going to be a big one for sure. So, of course, I will let you guys know, of course, when we get really close to submit questions for the Q&A, because I'll compile a lot, but I'm sure that one will be included just because, well, it is kind of it is an interesting, it's a funny way of how it actually all came to be with Prime Simulation. So that'll be a fun story whenever that happens. But I do have to say a huge thank you, like I always do, for the continued support here on the channel. I honestly never thought we'd be here. It's one of those things that are a little bit surreal for me, because I just kind of, well, I honestly did start this just because I really wanted to kind of grow myself as well, let alone the fact I just wanted to share my passion for simulation gaming with you guys, especially when it comes to the trucking stuff. And it's just really fun to do a lot of the stuff when it revolves around YouTube. A lot of people say, oh, it's a big job. Well, some people say it's nothing really to do. Some people, and then a lot say, you know, there's a lot to do behind YouTube, which they're not lying, especially for those who are full-time. But it honestly feels just like a lot of fun. If you enjoy a lot of the sections of it, it doesn't feel like hard work. I know things will probably change as the channel continues to grow, but I think the underlying matter will be is that I always will just enjoy it. And if I don't enjoy it, I need to kind of take a step back and realize and think about why, and then change something so I do and get back to why I started. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen anytime soon, and we can just continue to grow. Prime Timer community is absolutely strong, amazing people, great fan base of supporters and simulation enthusiasts. It's amazing to see this community come together in many different situations, but of course here on the channel, and I'm able to kind of provide some entertainment, I guess, for you guys, which is kind of cool. Of course, a lot of the entertainment comes from me looking like a complete weirdo, saying weird things, or making fun of myself with jokes and random stuff. But that's what makes it funny. When I almost crash, when I miss turns, I don't fake it. I honestly just do, because I'm not perfect, and there's a lot that I have to focus on. So I know some of you are like hardcore simulation fans, so I try and do a balance in these episodes. I do try and drive as realistically as I can, and honestly, if you look back to where some of my early ATS videos, where my early videos stem from to now, it's an unbelievable change, and I am proud to say that I've been able to learn and grow with you guys, and I'm sure that won't stop. I'll constantly evolve stuff. Oh! What did I hit? Did I hit the curb? I must have hit the curb. There was no sign there that I could have hit, so it must have been a curb situation. Well, that's unfortunate. Here's me talking about how I haven't crashed into stuff, and then I immediately hit the curb. Well, rip. But that's okay. It seems like we're getting close to our delivery, because we are in the destination city. But we'll see. I think we've just got a couple extra lights we got to go through here. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for all the support again, and that's why I also like doing some of these updates, because for those who are still watching in moments, by the looks of it, you guys will be able to see the brandy new end screen as well. That one is a little bit of a proud moment for me. That was a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta get out of your car, thank you. That was a lot of work on my end to try and get that one in place, try and get that all kind of proportioned the way I like it, but again, it just turned out really nice in my opinion. I like you'll see at the end, but there's new music along with it, and it's just nice, clean, and it just works. It just works. That's the best way for me to describe it. I just really like it. So this stuff will be here to stay for a lot longer now. Of course, I'm actually happy with it, and that's the big thing. I can actually stand. I'm just going for it. Sorry, car. I'm just happy with it, honestly. I'm happy with how it has come such a long way here, and I'm gonna just do this non-blind side, because I do not like blindside reversing. I don't think many people do, so I'm just doing this. And plus, with the ETS2 stuff, turnable axles. I didn't think I had it on this trailer, but I guess I do. My word. Yeah, I guess I do. Gee. Turns in quite a bit. So let's try and get that now over. Beautiful. It'll do. Truck's not straight, but that doesn't really matter for this instant. So we're just going to do, well, parking brake. Turn off the truck. come to the outside so I can thank you guys so much for watching. That is really an ugly, not straight parking, but at least the trailer's straight, so whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of ETS2. Thank you for all the support around the channel, and don't forget, please go, if you haven't already, either check out the DLCs or donate to these great causes, various sites. Of course, you can check it out on the SCS Software blog post. I actually had it in the ATS video, so you can check out the link for that there if you want to see some of the other organizations that SCS Software will be donating that money to. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.